Hello everyone, continuing with our unit 3, that is friction. Today we will be solving another numerical which will be on multi-collar bearing. As in the previous few lectures we have solved numericals on pivot bearings and different types of pivot bearings, and also in the last lecture we have solved numerical on flat collar bearing. So similarly for the flat collar bearing, considering multi-collars, we will be taking another numerical which will have different way of simplicity, and it will help you to remove all your doubts related to your numerical solving ability on bearings. So let's start. Again, I would request everyone to please keep your notebooks and pen along so that it becomes easy to you while solving and understanding. So first of all, write down the question. So this is the question for flat multicollar bearing for calculating the value of n. So the question goes like this. First of all, write this question. This is the fifth question in a row for bearings. Hope it is visible now. Okay. The thrust of a propeller shaft in a marine engine is taken up by a number of collars integral with the shaft, which is 300 mm in diameter. So the dimension of the shaft is given, that is 300 mm. The thrust on the shaft is 200 kilonewton. This is the load transmitted by the shaft, that is 200 kilonewton, and the speed is 75 rpm. Full stop. Taking mu constant, that is coefficient of friction is taken as constant and its value is equals to 0.05, and assuming intensity of pressure as uniform. So in this particular case it has the uniform, considering uniform pressure. So as we have uniform pressure and uniform wear, two cases. So in this particular numerical we will be focusing ourselves to the case assuming intensity of pressure as uniform, and it is equals to 0.3 Newton per mm square. Find the external diameter of the collar 1 and the number of collars required if the power lost in friction is not to exceed 16 kilowatt. So power is also given, that is 16 kilowatt. So let's start. Again, please write all the please write all the formulas related to the bearings in a piece of paper so that it becomes easy. So let's start with, so what are the things given in the question? We are given with the diameter of the shaft, that is d2, which is 300 mm, converted into radius, that is divide by 2. So r2 becomes 150 mm, which is equals to 0.15 meters. So we have converted it into meters. So as in the previous lecture also I told you that d1 and d2 are the external and internal diameters of the multicollar bearing, and also we mentioned that whenever we are mentioning d2 as diameter or r2 as radius of inner part of the collar or internal part of the collar, this can also be equal to the diameter of the shaft. So this is very important. So here the diameter of the shaft is given 300 mm, so it is your d2. So I think there is no confusion. Again, 200 kilonewton, that is load transmitted, it is given, converted it into newtons, that is 200 into 10 raised to the power 3 newtons. Speed is given in rpm. We know how to convert it into radian per second, that is angular velocity. So omega is 2 pi n by 60. Here n is 75. So putting the values, it will come out to be 7.86 radian per second. Given coefficient of friction as 0.05 and intensity of pressure is 0.3. Pardon. Okay, intensity of pressure is 0.3 Newton per mm square. Now power is given, that is 16 kilowatt. We are given with power lost in friction as 16 kilowatt maximum, converted into watts, that is 16 into 10 raised to the power 3 watts. So now let, again with the same terminology, let T equals to total frictional torque transmitted in Newton per meter. We know that power lost in friction is T omega. So power is given, omega is given, so directly T can be evaluated as T into 7.86 is equals to 16 into 10 raised to the power 3. Calculate, it comes out to be 2036 Newton meter. So we have calculated torque transmitted, total frictional torque transmitted, and its unit is Newton meter. Again, now come here. For external diameter of the collar, what we will do is, let D1 is the external diameter of the collar in meters. So this D1 will be equals to 2R1, as our problem is related to, we have derived formula which is in terms of radius. So we know that considering uniform pressure, total frictional torque transmitted will be equals to, we know the formula for flat collar bearings, it is 2 by 3 mu W R1 cube minus R2 cube upon R1 square minus R2 square. So all we need to evaluate is this R. So we need to simplify the equation. We know that in this particular formula, mu is given to us, that is coefficient of friction, and W, that is load transmitted. Also we know R2, so we will be evaluating this R1. So simplifying this particular equation, it comes out to be T equals to 2 by 3 mu W R1 square plus R2 square plus R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. Now how this particular term came into the simple equation, how this came? So this can be done. We know the formula for R1 cube minus R2 cube. Let me show you. This is the simplest form that we have converted. Why we have done is, we need to calculate this R1. So getting the cube, under root of cube is tough, but getting the under root of square is easy. So what we did is, we know that R1 cube minus R2 cube is R1 minus R2 into R1 square plus R2 square plus R1 R2. This is the basic algebraic formula. Also we know that R1 square minus R2, this is not cube, this is square. R1 square minus R2 square is the formula for A square minus B square, that is A plus B, A minus B, that is R1 plus R2, R1 minus R2. This R1 minus R2, R1 minus R2. So finally it becomes R1 square plus R2 square plus R1 R2 upon R1 plus R2. So this is our simplest equation. Putting all this value, we will get the term in terms of R1 square. So finally, on simplifying and putting the value of frictional torque, it comes out to be R1 square minus 0.155 R1 minus 0.0233 equals to 0. Now solving it like the quadratic equation, we have different methods. We can solve it using our scientific calculators also directly. So by any method which you know, we can solve and get the value of R1 as 0.2485 meters. In terms of mm, it is 248.5 mm. And we will get two values of R1. As it is a quadratic equation, we will be taking the positive one because dimensions are always positive. So this is also one of the simplest query that occurs. So converting it into diameter, it is 2R1, it is 2 into 248.5, it comes out to be 497 mm. So finally our external diameter of collar is 497 mm. This is the answer. Now for number of collars, very important. And last, that to calculate number of collars, we know that the formula for intensity of pressure is important. So let small n represents the number of collars. Here this small n represents the number of collars. Now directly we know that intensity of pressure given 0.3 is equals to load upon bearing area, that is W upon n into pi R1 square minus R2 square, as there are n number of collars. So area of each collar is pi R1 square minus R2 square, and there are n collars. So this is direct formula also. Yes, putting the values here, W is known to us, that is 200 into 10 raised to the power 3 given, R1 and R2 we have calculated. Pi we already know, it is given in the scientific calculator, or you can take it as 22/7 or 3.14 whatsoever. So solving this, it comes out to be 1.62 upon n equals 2.3. Solving, we will get n as equals to 5.4. We keep the whole value for the number of collars. So take the next appropriate value for the safety of design. So whenever it comes, even if it comes, it is not rounding off, even it comes 5.1, then also we will take the next whole number value. So n comes out to be 6. So hope you are clear with the concept of determining the number of collars and diameters and solving the equation by making it a simple equation. So thank you so much.